Hi. So, this is going to be the first video on my channel, and I'm still figuring things out. So, if it's like the most horrendous quality ever, I'm so sorry. And it doesn't make it any better that I'm actually really sick right now. Not like super sick, but like sick enough that I'm just like, why do I exist? Kind of sick. Like, allergies here in the South are horrendous right now. Like, I am dying right now. What made it worse though, like the last few days, was just like struggling with school, but also because I came back home for Easter break and my cat decided he likes to run outside. So, like, I couldn't take my cat, I couldn't take care of my cat at home. So, we took like back to my house, not my apartment where I'm in college at the moment. So, yeah. And I got him back from outside, and then he decided to, like, no, he didn't decide to do anything, but he just, like, went back inside, like, put him back inside, but, like, my socks are wet, because, like, I made the horrible decision to not take my socks off, and I bruised my tailbone, so I'm having quite the heyday, but this is how you're going to be introduced to me. I promise you it's not going to be all like this. If it is, it's because I still haven't like have enough money really right now to like pay for anything that's higher quality filming, basically anything higher quality filming wise. I'm literally using my brother's like TikTok stuff because he's a cosplayer. So, but yes, I do collecting, and I think, yeah, so my name is Tree, and this will be my collecting channel. I don't have an intro really or an outro, but I am Tree, I am 19. I collect pretty much everyone and everything. It's like people have their biases. I just kind of play a tarot game with the pools of the pools from the albums, and I basically just let the pools decide who I collect. So for right now, some of the pools for collecting right now, Mark. I know a lot of Mark people are like, damn, really? You just pulling a lot of Mark? And I'm like, yeah, I am pulling a lot of Mark. And I think the other one is Tail, Johnny. He chan a little bit. So it's one of those things where it's like, as I'm collecting, I want to try to collect as much as I can. And like, eventually I think I will downsize the collection once I get to a point where it's like, okay, I can downsize it, because I've thought about downsizing some of it, especially with like random cards I picked up from the past when I first started collecting, or like buying from people from Instagram, because like I have like 2 Victon cards, and I'm just like, I don't have any other cards for it, so I just might as well just like make some money and like sell it. But yeah, check out my Instagram. It's at marklee_tree. I also have a Discord, but I rarely use it for collecting. Like, I only have like one server I use for collecting, and it's like its own collecting server, which is really cool. But right now it's just like talking to friends kind of thing for Discord. But yes, I have a TikTok as well. I also have a Twitter. The Twitter's really dead. The TikTok is also kind of dead, but eventually, once I have more time, I will be doing TikTok videos of parts of my collection. This is gonna be a really long video, by the way, so I apologize. I'm still trying to figure things out, and we have a big, but we have big binders. This is like 3 or 4 binders. Like, there's 2 huge ones and there's 2 smaller ones. If one can see that, the angle here for the camera is weird, but this should be really fun to do. And you'll get to see me putting the cards. Like, I have these, well, there's no cards in them right now, but I'm using these to store cards, especially cards that I'm like trading or selling wise, especially duplicates, because like duplicates are the main things I trade and sell, unless it's like I'm desperate, you know, or like I don't have a use, or typically I just don't like the car. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. But that's just kind of how things go here. It's gonna be very chaotic, slow collecting, just because school is rough. I hope next semester will be better, but school is rough, and you will eventually get more content from me in the future. Hopefully by the end of the semester, when summer starts, I'll be able to actually do more videos. But this is the first video. Yay! I know, I'm just, yeah, this is gonna be really chaotic, sick collecting right now. Like, sick as in like I'm sick, not sick as in like this is cool. But I think it's cool too, but it's very much sick collecting. Alrighty, let's start then. And because I've been like taking stuff out of binders, and we took everything out of the boy group binder. So I have two different binders. One of them is a boy group binder, and the other one of them is a girl group binder. I don't have any money to exactly collect, have like individual collect books for certain people or members or groups, or because I'm still trying to map out things. Like, it's very, very chaotic, but also I'm kind of broke at the moment, so I'm not able to buy those collect books to map out which cards or which members or anything like that. So it's all going to be just like combined into this one giant binder, which I'm going to look through and see which one it is, because I need room to actually do this. Yeah, I'll put this on the ground right here because that's easier. Alright, let's look through. So apologies for all that. It is kind of a mess, but here is the boy group binder. We'll start out with ATs. I have it all kind of mapped out for the boy group binder. Everything else I don't have it mapped out really yet. Apologies. Like, it's very slow collecting. Like, some of the pages you'll be like, oh, that's quick collecting, but no, this is very slow collecting, especially for the ATs, especially since I need to put more, what's the word, I need to, for my other ATs cards, I need to do something with. So yeah, because this is like a different album, and I kind of sectioned this off by albums. I'm sorry, those are my cats. I'll probably need to get up in a second and like close my door so the cats don't get in, because they're really annoying sometimes, which I think I'll do right now. So this will be kind of a flip through of what I have so far, and honestly, it's not the most amazing thing ever, but you guys can help me at markleetree on Instagram. Well, it's marklee_tree if y'all didn't catch that the first time. So yes, I will be setting up a Patreon to help support my horrible collecting addiction, or not addiction, but like this horrible collecting channel, because it's definitely a mess so far. It's certainly a mess. It very much is, and I'm gonna try my best to make these videos in any way I can. So Yeah, there probably will be a lot of eruptions because I am at home and no one seems to know what privacy is, but yeah. But we'll get through it. So this is my home tune photo card. I'll take it out. I'll take the ones out that I want to show. So here we are. It's very pretty. I love this card a lot. I bought a bunch of Amazon albums on Amazon, which I highly recommend if you ever want some with like some pre-order benefits, but you don't want to pay the price of like a bunch of like $20 shipping. I recommend using Amazon because some people actually do. It's like a little bit like higher priced, as in it's not as high as like the total of the shipping price, but it's a good like $20 or 25, $30 for an album with a certain pre-order benefit, whether it be like, oh, a Weverse pre-order benefit or anything like that. But it comes with the pre-order benefit. I have to slowly turn the page because I don't want the thing to fall. But yes, here is another blank page because it's just blank because I need to fill in all this. Like, it's a very slow collection. Very, very slow. Like, I feel like I have more for some groups than others. So it's very slow. At least we have one here, Yul Sang. I love Yul Sang. I think he's like my third bias in ATs. My first bias would probably be either Songhwa or San is probably one of my first biases. And then I think it would be Yul Sang, and then Hongjoon, Woo Young, Yoonho, Mingi, and Jungho. I'm sorry, but like, why does Jungho dress like he's what is the Family Feud guy? He dresses like the Family Feud guy. Like, I see those memes all the time, and it's like, he has an amazing voice though. It's just one of those things where it's like, with a lot of groups that I know a lot about the members, it's hard to pick a bias or pick a member. But this is one of those groups where I kind of like have a bias, but there are like 5 of them, so it's gonna be difficult to collect, that's for sure. Like, it'll be fun, but it's gonna be like really difficult to collect eventually. Another blank page. This is just kind of the rest of everybody. Another blank page. And then we kind of go on to NCT. Two baddies. Like, there's little pieces of ATs right here, but I don't have a separation thing. I'll probably separate it in another video or maybe even this video. But basically, this is NCT. I think I have all the NCT. Yeah, I think I have almost all the tail photo cards because I need to put those in there, which I will do probably in a later video, but this is kind of just a flip through. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm very tail biased. I'm very tail lucky. Like, I'm a tail magnet. And I ended up with tail, like, for a lot of them. I think I pulled him twice. Like, I have a duplicate for him that I would love anyone to trade me for like any other member, because like, I'm pretty much done collecting the tail for the NCT 127 two baddies. Fun thing I would like y'all to know is that I actually do not collect pre-order benefits unless they are something that I ordered with pre-order benefits. So it's one of those things where it's like, if I have enough of a pre-order benefit, then I will order the rest of it. But majority wise, I do not collect pre-order benefits, nor do I really collect merch related items. So It'd be cool if I did at some point, but it's one of those things where I'm just focusing on the album collecting. The album card collecting specifically. That we got some Johnny right here. I actually really like Johnny and the Two Baddies. Like, I think that was one of my other things that I got a lot of was Johnny, because I went to Barnes and Noble, because I don't have any K-pop shops where I live. I live in Mississippi. We don't really have K-pop shops. We just kind of have this thing where you just go to Target, you either go to Barnes and Noble, you go to Walmart, and you pick out an album, basically. And I believe I'm finished with the Johnny one as well, because I believe I bought the last one. I bought the last one. That took a while, because I'm still trying to figure out how Mercari works. Not Mercari Japan, but Mercari, because I actually do find some good deals on there sometimes. I think people are just like, oh yeah, just go to the Japan one because it's like cheaper. But again, the shipping is a lot, and where compared to like Mercari, and if you just find good deals, then you can, sometimes people won't have to be like, hey, this is free shipping, but also like the shipping could be like maybe like $3 or $4, and which is not too bad at all compared to like Mercari Japan, where it's like, oh, okay, here's like a $3, $2 photo card, but you have like $6 added to it, plus the shipping, which will probably be like $5 or something. So it's like, it kind of adds up. So you're just like, so I like Mercari Japan, but I don't have like a K-Addy or anything like that or to make it cheaper. So yeah, if y'all can hit me up on a K-Addy or give me some like recommendations, please, for the love of God. I want to make my collection cheaper. So much cheaper, please. I want to make this cheaper. Because I'm not paying like $300 for shipping. It's crazy. Another blank page. Yuda Do Young. Don't have any. Actually, I do have a Do Young one, but that will be in another video where I will be putting the card and the thing. But I also have another Yuta, but that's for AO, which will be after I turn the pages for this. And then we have Jaehyun. I actually really like Jaehyun's cards for these. Like, yes. I also do like Do Young's as well. But I have not been blessed with any of their cards yet. Like, I really like the Two Baddies cards a lot. And I definitely would make it a high priority for NCT to collect them. Like, I feel like that would be a high priority. And then eventually they'll have their own, like, binder and everything. I might make this my NCT 127 binder once I have a majority of binders. Like, when I get some binders to actually, like, map everything out. Because I still don't know what I'm doing, really. You know? I'm just vibing. Alright. Our Jungwoo card. I love this Jungwoo card so much. It is such a pretty Jungwoo card. Like, he's so cute. And then we only have one Jungwoo card. Like, he's not our highest priority. The priority I think right now for NCT would just be finishing Mark, and then maybe either going to Jungwoo or Doyoung to finish, because I'm a slow collector. I can't exactly just, buy a bunch of cards when I want to, which I wish I could. But I'm broke and I don't really have a job, so this is kind of how it's gonna go. It's gonna be very slow, but I'll be making videos when I can. I really like these Mark cards. I love his hair. I love that hair color on Mark. I wouldn't say I'm Mark biased. Like I said in the first thing, I just kind of go with what I pull, and right now it's definitely going with Mark. Going with Mark. So, yes, our Mark cards only have 2 of them. Only have 2. I think I have a third one. Yes, I have a third one. The Digipack, which is on its way. It's very cool. But I will put that in the binder in a later video. The AO version, I actually did not pull any AO tails. Like, tail or Johnny. I don't think I pulled any Johnny at all. It was mostly just He-chan and Mark, which I will show y'all a little later. But yeah, that's just kind of how it goes sometimes, you know. I did actually pull a Yuta, but Yuta will be in another video, like I said earlier. Yep. Jaehyun, Jungwoo. It's just one of those things where it makes me so frustrated because, like, I can collect a bunch of one member for one era, but I can't for another, and it makes me sad. I think I pulled both these cards. Both of these cards I pulled, which I was very impressed with. This one I had to buy. I'm sorry, but why y'all making that card like $14? I had to say, I think the person selling it, it was for $14 because they went all out. Like, I had this Mark. They made me a deco top loader with the name Mark on it, and I was like, this is wonderful. This is definitely worth $14. And they had like little pins and everything. So guys, if you make your cards worth $14, make it worth $14. Because you're just gonna scam me at this point. Like, you're just gonna waste my money. So yes, if you're gonna make something worth $14, make it worth $14. Give me tons of freebies. Not really like high quality freebies, but just like not some like 5 Lomo cards and like stickers. Just like make it worth it, I guess. Like, I know some people can't exactly always afford that, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I guess if you're gonna overprice something, which I don't think $14 is exactly overpricing, but it's enough where it's like, yeah, that's not worth $14, but make it worth it. Make it worth it. Make it worth my money. But yes, which means I've completed my mark for my AO. Yep. And then we just missing one for He-chan, which I am excited. I really need this card. This He-chan AOB version He-chan. Like, I pulled this one, I pulled that one. Did not pull this one. It's one of those things where it's like, I'm excited, but I can't really do any trades until school's over with, so I'll just be working on the videos and everything, and that will just be my way of doing things for now. Maybe some YouTube videos will help me actually like continue on with this collection a little bit more, because it's a lot. It's really a lot. And then we go on to NC Dream Glitch Mode, which I got the Mark album, like the Mark Digipack, because we're very Mark pilled these days. We're very Mark biased. But we're just kind of like going with the luck here. I did not go with the luck because it only came with one photo card, which is fine. Like, I'm vibing with that. Nothing here on this page. We got Jaemin. I think that's my only Jaemin card I have. So when people are like, oh, let's trade, you have Jaemin? I'm like, oh, I only have one of them, and I don't think I want to trade. But yeah, like, I have a ton of Dreamcatcher cards, so if anybody wants some Dreamcatcher, it has like some NCT Dream, please hit me up. Or would you like to buy some Dreamcatcher cards with me? Please hit me up. Like, either or, I'm all good. but it's been so hard to sell those Dreamcatcher Apocalypse Save Us cards. I have so many duplicates, but I haven't found like a whole lot of people who want to trade for them or who want to buy from them, because I set up a trade buy thing, and I've had a lot of people being like, yeah, I'll sell you them. I'm just like, I can't buy anything. Ah. So yeah, that's been fun. Well, I put a separate place for the lenticular, for the scratch version, and then the glitch version, because probably should have done it all together, but I forgot there was a lenticular part. And at first I was like, I'm not gonna do lenticulars, but then I was like, maybe that would be a good idea if I did that. So that's what we did. Going on to the next one, our Bang-chan, it's our Stray Kids, not Bang-chan, but he's the first member on the member order. Yes, I do member order, because if we collect in everybody, it's just easier for me to do member order. And I only have 2 cards from the Stray Kids Maxident album. I never really bought the album until that huge bundle of like K-pop albums that were like less than $15. Actually, it was like less than 20, but most of it was less than 15 that I bought with some Christmas money I got from Christmas, like Amazon gift cards. And basically, yeah, I kind of went crazy. But the lucky thing was, like, I'll show you in a second, because the member that I pulled set-wise is all the way back here. I pulled a set of Sungmin's from the case version, and I love them. I love these cards. These are so pretty. They are so cute. I think I want to buy a whole bunch of the case versions and see if I get the rest of the members. Because, like, compared to the other sets, I like the case version better. Like, a whole lot better. And really, Sugmin is, I don't think would be my bias. I think my bias would probably be Felix and Hanjin. It's very, quite the basic answer coming from me, but I'm being honest here. I like them. They're really hot in a way. But Sugmin, I like all the members. It's one of those things where it's like I try to find a bias, but I can't choose one. So I just kind of go with the pools, and that's just one of those things where I do it. So the next ones are, there's nothing there but I need to like put the cards in. So which is the Sector 17, which I bought one album, and it was like the little, I don't think it's called the case version. It's not the kit version either. What is it called? Oh yeah, it's the compact version, because I get those confused with the Weavers version, but it's the compact version. I got a Mingu and a Vernon for the compact version, which I still need to put in the binder. So probably will be a later video. This is gonna be a quick kind of like, this is a binder kind of thing. Like y'all don't know what a binder is. It's like, wow, this binder is very dry. Yes, help me fill this up, please. And eventually, like, I will take the time to put the cards in the correct spaces. But for now, it's just kind of like a flip through of me going crazy with index cards, because I don't have any proper fillers. I don't have proper fillers like some YouTubers do. So this is going to be very chaotic. Just more chaotic. It's more like a messy chaotic. Like, I don't got any proper equipment or anything. It's just kind of me just talking and flipping through pages for now. But yeah, I'm sorry if you can't read my handwriting. I would type them out and print them out, like the names and things like that, or just put a missing for anything. but I feel like it better explains it if I just kind of just flip through, because I don't have any designated binders for anything right now. Except that one binder is for boy groups and one binder is for girl groups. But yes, please support me in my endeavors by liking this video, sharing it, viewing it, and eventually maybe even giving me maybe like $1 or $2 for the Patreon or the GoFundMe or something. And I'll, like, for the Patreon, I'll actually do stuff with. Like, I'll show pictures of my pools, or if I just get one album, or just like exclusive content that's like, oh cool, this is Tree, I follow them on Instagram, I've traded with them, like wow, that's so cool. It'll just be kind of exclusive content. Unless you're kind of mutuals with me, then you'll probably kind of already know. But that will be kind of the purpose of it. And I'm getting kind of snotty because I am sick. I know I don't sound like it, but it's hard to talk. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. But yeah, in a later video, I'll actually like take the photo cards and put them in. But for now, it's just kind of a flip through of one of the binders. Yeah, the 17 is a huge one. They're having a comeback. I'm sorry for people who actually like buy all the albums and like unbox them. I want to do that. I want to do that at some point, but I'm broke. But I feel bad for all those collectors who collect everything. That would be me one day, but for now I don't feel too bad. But I feel bad because there's so many comebacks and you're just kind of like going crazy trying to get the cards and from the next comeback and then everything like that, but it's okay, it will be fine. And then we have the TXT Temptation album. I love those cards so much. For I'm very much Subin and Yaojun biased this era, even though I think my bias probably is either Subin or Taeyeon. Like I have no, like I pulled everyone except Bumgyu, and I'm very sad. Cause like, wow, I got one of each member, and then I pulled out the Weverse one, and then it was Subin and Yeonjun, and I was like, oh darn it! I was kind of hoping for 5 to 5, you know, one of each member, but no. But hey, at least that gives me somewhere where I can be like, okay, we're gonna collect these for now, since I have the most of the cards for them. Yeah, this is kind of almost the end of it. For like, I think there's like 2 more groups after this, and then it's just blank pages. Yeah, the Extraordinary Heroes. This is the next one. Extraordinary Heroes. Like, they had the album at my local Barnes & Noble. And I was like, I'm gonna buy one. And I did. And I was very happy because I pulled... Because it comes with 2 cards plus, like, member, like, the whole group together cards. Which I don't know where to put those yet. But here it is. We have Gano, the oldest member. And then we basically have the youngest member, Juyeon. And actually, on Makari Japan, but for some reason my Makari Japan is being weird and I can't really access it. But also just because the fact that I don't think I have enough money right now to like ship it to me right now. So I got a set of Jungsu because it came with 4 of them, and I was like, hell yeah, that's a set. Let's do that. So I don't know if it's too late to ship it to me or not, but oh well, I'm just gonna not do Makari Japan for a little while until I actually get to a place where I can be stable enough to do that. But basically, we got Juyeon. We got the version 3. Well, set 3. I do also have the first set one, which I bought from Akari. As before I went back to Instagram a couple of weeks ago, I was just buying from Akari because I thought that was like a lot easier than just trying to go back to Instagram. Because I was very scared to go back to Instagram because I feel like some people are just super brutal on there. It's like, oh no, you're gonna ship my stuff in like 5 days. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm literally going through hell. But yeah, be patient, guys, for anyone who is frustrated that someone that you bought from is like having a little bit of a hard time shipping. Be patient. They are people. They're probably going through it. Now, if someone's actually like scamming you, that's different. Because you don't know what other people are going through, but if someone really goes out of the way to just be like, hey, I'm not going to send this to you, then that's a scam, and that's not something you should be like, hey, it's okay about. But it's one of those things where you have to recognize the situation. Like, I haven't been scammed before because I've just been on and off collecting for like 2 years now. So I don't think I have been scammed. I think one of the first times I did get scammed, I don't know if it like was one of those things where it's like it did ship to me or something, and it or just never made it to me, or like she did ship it, or he just shipped it, or they shipped it, and it just never made it to me. But I never got it, and I was just like, it was too long gone because I literally dropped out of school at the time. So yeah. So it was a really pretty card too. I was very kind of sad that I never got it, but oh well, it happens. Okay, we have the boys Maverick, which I have a lot of cards for because I think it was like last year I bought 3 albums from somebody for a good price. They were like $10 each, and I was like, hell yeah, it's a really good deal. I really like the boys and their photo cards, so I feel like the boys is gonna be something I'll collect, but there's so many of them. Just like with 17. So, I don't know, but we'll see. I think that would be a goal of mine, but it's going to be a very low priority right now, is the boys. So, yeah, I collect a lot. There's a lot of random groups. And you'll see that with the girl groups, and you'll be like, wow, that is quite random. And I'm like, yep, yes, it is. I think you'll see it more being more random with the boy groups, because it's just one of those things where it's like, I think more boy groups. I think there's a lot more boy group sellers, maybe. I don't know. It's been a while since I've really bought anything, but I think for a little while it was very much boy group oriented when it came to collecting, but now I'm just kind of like, I want more girl group stuff, but at the same time, I think I'm very much double trouble between the two. Like, I like both very much. But yeah, also once I like release the videos and everything like that, I'll have like a Spotify links or anything like that, like my own little Spotify playlist y'all can check out. I might make it on my Patreon for a little while until I get people to like subscribe and everything. And then I'll like release it out, and then I'll have other content. I'm not sure. I like to talk out my thought processes. And honestly, my thought process is all over the place. So, we're pretty much done. This is like the ID cards. I totally forgot about the ID cards, so I had to make a separate thing. And then we get to the unit cards, which I think I filled out all the unit cards. Yeah, I think I did. I'm not sure. I'll have to recheck my like stuff, like my templates and everything. But yep, this is what I got so far for boy groups. There's gonna be a lot more coming soon. Like, I'll make a video once I have all the equipment and I'm not super sick and I have somewhat of my life together. It'll be more of a setup video where we'll set up like cards from other areas of different groups, because I have some cards from other areas of different groups and all that. So it should be fun. I'll definitely show more information about my project wise, which is going to, I really want to be a museum curator one day. Like my major is anthropology, so, and a lot of this stuff with anthropology, even archaeology, is material artifacts, and I want to collect enough that to put it in a museum, all this collection stuff in a museum where I can show everyone the joys of collecting, and just show that, like, I guess like the K-pop fan collecting, and just how a mass thing it is. Because, like, you know, baseball cards are a huge thing, Pokemon cards are a huge thing, but I don't think too many people talk about the K-pop photo cards. Or, like, when they think of them, they're like, oh, that's a crazy fangirl thing to do. And I'm just sitting here like, what do you mean? Like, baseball cards are all the rage, and no one bats an eye. The Pokemon cards are such a rage for, like, I guess mostly like younger age boys, but no one really bats an eye. But like K-pop photo cards, wow, that's like such teenage girl behavior. And I'm just sitting here like, no, no, no. But yeah, I'm getting a bit tired of talking, so this will be the end of the video. Thank you for, yeah, thank you for your time, and for, what's the word? Thank you for tolerating me, even though I am sick and not really doing the best. But this will be my first video. Trust me, things will be much better. It'll be like more lighter, more happy, more put together, that's for sure. But thank you so much. Please follow me on Instagram at markley_tree. Follow me. I'll link my other social medias. I'll link my Patreon. I'll link my GoFundMe and anything like that. More content will be coming your way. I'll even make more community posts and everything like that to keep you all updated. Yes. Thank you, and that is all. Goodbye.